Hi, PNC friends. This is Pastor Tom, and I have with me one of my special friends, Joe Loran, who's a member of PNC and a part of our finance team. He has a law practice in Tacoma, and he's been a great help for us here around PNC. And as we come to the end of the year, we found that there's some unique ways that you can give, and we're so grateful for people who've been giving to PNC. And Joe, thanks for helping us with some of this information. I know that if you're 70 and a half, there's a unique way that people can give to the church and get benefits from themselves. What is that's available to people?
Well, if you're 70 and a half years old and you have an IRA, you're probably taking distributions. Not quite, you don't quite have to take the required distribution, but you're probably taking distributions. And if you are, and if you want to give some of that money to the church, the IRS gives us a way to do that tax-free. The IRS doesn't always give us a lot of benefits, but this is one of the best things in the IRS code because you can donate from your IRA directly to your church or your favorite charity and do it tax-free. Typically, you pull that money out of your IRA, traditional IRA, you're paying tax on that. This way, you can pull it out directly to the church. It's called a qualified charitable distribution. If we do a qualified charitable distribution, whatever you designate for PNC goes 100%, 100 cents on the dollar to the church. You don't pay any tax on it. As I said, it's a fantastic little bit in the IRS code that we have available to us, and we just wanted to share that with you.
That's awesome. And then also through our finance team, we have some other great people that have been working on that. We also have another thing about donating stocks. So if people at the end of the year want to do that, share a little bit about that so people might know more details.
Sure. Another little good break in our IRS code. If you have appreciating stock, so if you have stock that you've been sitting on forever, and let's say you bought it for $1,000 and it's worth $10,000 now. If you sell that stock, you're paying tax on your capital gain. You're paying tax on $9,000 in my little example. But the IRS lets us donate stock to the church. And if we do it right, there is no tax. So again, if you sold that $10,000 of stock you paid $1,000 for, you'd have a $9,000 capital gain. You'd pay about 15% at least capital gain tax on that. If you did it to the church, no tax. The church would get the full amount, 100 cents on the dollar. You don't pay any tax. You don't pay any capital gain. So again, if you have appreciated stock or really any stock, well, if you had depreciated stock, if you're losing money on something and you cash it in, take your loss and then donate. But if you have appreciated stock and you want to donate, great way to skip tax and help the church out. So
that's great. Well, listen, thank you, Joe. And this season of giving, people have been so gracious to help us. And we're so thankful to people who have given. If they have want more information about these or other ways that they can contribute to PNC, how would you recommend they do that?
Well, you can contact me. I'm on the web. You can contact Tim Golob. He's kind of the head of our finance committee. Tim's a CPA, and so he's in great position to help you with these things. He knows how to do them. We have another financial guy on our committee, Joe Silly. You can contact him. I think there's going to be information on the website. I put together a couple little handouts, so I think there'll be some available at church. If you're interested in the stock one or you're interested in the IRA one, either one, there'll be a little handout. It's really pretty informative and pretty self-explanatory. So anyway, if it's something you want to do, contact any of us and we'll help you make it happen.
All right. Well, listen, thank you, Joe. Merry Christmas. Thanks to you and the other members of the finance team for their help in all these things as we continue to do the mission that Jesus has for us. Appreciate you.
Right. Yeah. Merry Christmas, Tom. Merry Christmas, church family.